Question from my dear friend Lynn Marie of the Plant Medicine Podcast. Wonderful human being. Thank you for joining, Lynn Marie. Any thoughts on things to consider when deciding whether to undertake a psychedelic journey during quarantine? I'd like everybody's opinion on this because I've seen a big uptick in people wanting to use psychedelics because they have the time. But a lot of them are doing it on their own. And I know of several people who are wanting to do this for the first time in a while. What are your guys' thoughts around that as far as if you could potentially need help but are socially distancing? How do you feel about that, Allie?
Yes, it's a difficult time. I think of people that it's hard to think of everyone at home and maybe lacking resources to reach out. But I think that there are people stepping up in the community to offer a lot of free things, a lot of peer support. There's an upcoming Bicycle Day celebration on April 19th that is going to be moved to a virtual platform. And I know Zindo Project is going to be offering a virtual harm reduction space. So this isn't a part of MAPS. Usually they get out to festivals and set up a safe space for anyone who may be having a difficult time. And so they're looking to offer this resource now online on Bicycle Day.
Yeah, we saw that. Jonathan, I think that you are part of that Bicycle Day. What are your thoughts on potentially using psychedelics while socially distancing?
Yeah, I think it really depends on the person and how much experience she or he have. And I'd say if you're very experienced, of course, it's a different story. You know what you're getting into. And you feel conscientious about it or a bit worried about it, as Dale and Ali said, there's tons of resources online, groups you can join, and even people offering online trip sitting engagements. So you can look for a good trip sitter that will be connected with you online while you go through your experience. So I'd say really listen to what you feel, don't take unnecessary risk, and enjoy it.
Mike, what about you? What do you think about using psychedelics during quarantine time? Any thoughts or techniques, tips, ideas, cautions?
Yeah, I would. I think it's sort of to be determined on an individual basis. If you're someone who is, kind of trapped, very small New York City apartment with sirens going by every 15 minutes, that environment might not be the best. If you're somewhere where you do have access to more open space and the local sort of the local laws at that stage allow you to go out and get some fresh air, because I know there are some countries where that's not even an option right now. I think that would be useful to consider. Just what is the set and setting you're getting into. Have someone you can call and talk to. Plan for that in advance, wherever that comes from. If it's coming from one of these online services or a friend that you have, and if they can be present there with you, even better. Then I'd also suggest just check in with yourself. Is your desire to do it coming from a place of wanting to escape what's happening? Because I think you will. It's possible you will discover that it won't really take you there. It won't let you kind of escape the situation or the environment. It's going to cause you to confront some of the things that you might not have been willing to face. And so I would just be mindful of those things.
I think that's a really good point, Mike. I think people tend to sometimes approach these things like they'll be an escape, yet they can really amplify it. And the truth is, during this time, this is a very, very interesting time to be human and to experience this and to be fully present. I think that's kind of important to be here now and to experience this difficult time. We spend a lot of time trying to avoid any sort of discomfort. This is discomfort in your face all day, every day for the unforeseeable future. So sometimes it's could be used as a good tool to maybe start diving into this meditation practice or some breathing or some exercise or some of these other opportunities that this time is presenting us, the opportunity to slow down. So I'd suggest to try to be with this moment. So